Boyfriend M30 is amazing but our intercourse life is bad and it's driving me 30f nuts. Hello, I need some advice. I 30f have been in a relationship with 30M for 1.5 years. From the beginning it has been a quite noble and beautiful relationship. We usually communicate constantly. It is an incredible and healthy relationship. The only problem sex. And this problem has led me to overthink other things and now I don't know what to do. I like BDSM and in a previous relationship I was able to explore a little of that. It was a bad relationship and I don't miss anything about my ex-partner, but in that relationship I was able to find myself intimately and define what I like regarding intercourse. At first when I started dating my partner it was obvious that he had little experience with his ex. There was no penetration and they didn't have intercourse often because both of their libidos were low. At first I didn't have a problem. Vanilla intercourse was okay and since it was the beginning of a new relationship, everything was wonderful. Eventually I started to feel that our intercourse was monotonous. For him it was the best intercourse of his life but for me it was just okay. He always made me come but since I like BDSM of course I wanted to explore that with my partner. The problem is talking to him about it. My boyfriend has self-esteem issues and bad previous intimate experiences, not s3, just comments that scarred him, so when I've tried to talk to him about it he gets upset, nervous. For example, he comes quickly, a minute or less, and then it is very difficult for him to do second rounds. When I told him that I liked second rounds and that we should try it on the following occasions he got so nervous or demanded so much of himself that he came even faster, his erection died or he had trouble getting an erection. When I told him I liked BDSM he was always open to trying it, but when he finally tried dirty talk he admitted that it was something he didn't like. I told him it was fine but he could do other things, slap me for example, but still he doesn't. Regarding BDSM I don't insist too much because I don't want him to feel pressured. At the same time he keeps saying that he wants to try hard things like CNC or maybe hit me, but he never does. For him BDSM is pulling my hair and that's it. Since he has no experience, at first our intimate activity was full of oops, I'm sorry or rude words of frustration on his part because he couldn't get into a certain position or because his penis was coming out constantly. At first I understood but currently he's still a little clumsy and although he no longer says anything, it is clear that he gets frustrated and from time to time it is accompanied by too many I'm sorry. Yes, the problem is that the times I have told him that I want to try BDSM, another round, more penetration time, he ends up getting nervous and frustrated and the subsequent experiences are tedious. It was already clear to me that BDSM is a no on his part because even though he says yes, the reality is that we have been dating for 2 years and he doesn't try it. I don't take the initiative so much because since he has some issues I don't want him to feel pressured. But I have told him that when he wants to do something I agree, accept it. This intimate thing has led me to overthink other things. The first is how he kisses. At first it bothered me that sometimes he kissed with too much saliva. On a couple of occasions I had a lot of saliva and I had to swallow it with the pain of my soul, lol. Or it simply drained after the kiss, but now I can't even kiss him. It makes me too uncomfortable. Recently I told him to try not to salivate too much but again I saw that he started to feel bad and I just ended up saying that he doesn't always do it and that it was just a comment. Also the noises, oh god, when we have intercourse and he kisses my neck or something he makes an exaggerated myopic noises and I want to rip my ears off. Another is his work and his future. I had not previously thought too much about this until now. I have a good career that allows me to have jobs where I can live with good economic remuneration, but he studied a little-known career whose economic remuneration is low. We originally talked about moving and getting married, and I was okay with how things seemed. But now I just can't see myself that way in the future. He doesn't have savings, if we really go together he doesn't have an adequate plan to adapt us and be able to share expenses. I'm the one with the car, the one with the highest remuneration, etc. Before it wasn't an issue but now I just seem to think about it a lot. Apart from that, he has little discipline, he wants to do lots of things, exercise, videos, meal prep, etc. but has not really done any of those things using as an excuse that he is not inspired, but it is truly a lack of discipline. Another thing is that sometimes I feel that he is dependent. Since I met him he had told me that he wanted to go to another country to do a master's degree, but eventually when we formalized and I asked him about it he only was like, what is going to happen to us? I don't want to break up, be with him for a while to maybe work and save some money, but that meant that he had to leave the state. I told him that it was an amazing plan and he could save some money, but hey, and he was like, will you break up with me? I don't want to go because if you can't go with me we probably are going to break up. It's not bad to include your partner in your life plans, but I don't see it right for yourself to leave dreams behind just for your partner. He is a good boyfriend, thoughtful, kind, he cares and listens to me. But the times I have wanted to talk to him about my earlier rant I feel that he gets anxious. I have tried to read many similar posts, but I genuinely don't know what to do. All of this has led me to distance myself from him. I feel like my libido has died. Never happened to me before. I actually enjoy having intercourse daily or multiple times a day, and I am starting to see him more as a friend than as a partner. How can I communicate with him properly without making him feel bad? Is breaking up the only option? Does this relationship has to end? DL Doctor, my boyfriend is amazing, but our bad intercourse life has led me to see some aspects of our life in a bad way when before I didn't see them like that, and currently I feel like I only see him as a friend.